Emmanuel Noisette from Eman's Movie Reviews and the Movie Blog. Jake, how you doing today?
I'm good, Emmanuel. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, thank
Cloud nine right now.
you. Awesome. Listen, X-Men 97. X-Men in general have always been very progressive franchise, right? And some would have issue with the wokeness in today's society, whatever that means, right? How would you say this series has modernized that wokeness? And was there any specific approach taken to kind of maybe help to that, to speak to that segment of society who might be a little less agreeable?
Great question, man. I appreciate that question too. And look, it comes down to fundamentally at the core of X-Men, it always is, always should be, and always has been, and always will be an allegory for prejudice. First and foremost, that's what it's always been about. The minute you take that away from the X-Men, they're no longer the X-Men. They're just a different superhero dynamic, right? And so that being said, there's a reason why we're leaning into the 90s of it all, into the themes that the show explored and talked about. Because to be quite frank, look, we've grown a lot as a society. We've come far as a people, but we still got a lot to go. We still got a lot to learn. We could always be better. There's always blind spots, right? So to bring those themes and stories and characters that are in X-Men that revolve around prejudice, or revolve around found family, revolve around bigots, anti-bigots, again, just prejudice. There's a reason why things are still relevant today. You know what I mean? Like, and what I appreciate about it too is X-Men is an IP that more than lends itself to have these discussions, to be these topics, because it was created for that. It
Mhm.
is it is a it is like it is the vessel to get the food into your mouth. It is the bread roll. It is the vital thing. It's like that food's cool, but you need the vessel. You need the
Yeah.
vessel, you
Yeah.
know, and 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 that's what, at least for me, and I feel others, that's what X-Men is.
Yeah.
It's and so in my opinion, we're not doing anything that's hasn't already been there.
Mm.
And as far as making it, modernized or relative today, that's where the writing comes in, the unique vision that Bo and Marvel Studios had, uh to create, to bring the show back, but to not shy away from the themes that it talked about,
Mhm.
but to also understand the audience that was with that show has grown up. We have also experienced some things in life, right? We have kind of, the sense of innocence, the age of innocence has, that debacle, from 9/11 to pandemic. We as a people have been through some stuff in very recent time, in a very small amount of time.
Actually, I think that's a good little segue because I feel like we're kind of close in age. So I feel like, we probably both grew up with X-Men, Saturday
Absolutely.
morning,
Absolutely.
wearing out those VHS tapes, and
The ones from
all
Pizza
that.
Hut, the Pizza Hut combo, Night of the Sentinels,
Yes,
1 and 2. Yep.
yes.
Yep.
So my question, I guess, is like, what was the purpose for this show? Yes, we got the whole, cultural aspect of it. Was it just the trip of memory lane, or does this maybe serve a larger purpose for the MCU at large?
Oh, great question too. So one, what I can say is the MCU and us, we are just different sandboxes. Um, the thing I like to point out is the X-Men, show was the MCU before the MCU became the MCU, right? So, and that was a lot of our introduction, and then to a lot of the characters, they roped in. So while I can't speak to the grander scope of what they want to do in live action, and if they want to rope us into them or whatnot, look forward to collaboration if that ever happens. But at the end of the day, that's their thing. We got our thing, and I consider that a blessing, that because we get to have our own predetermined sandbox to play in. So as far as that overall goal, um, I leave that for the powers, and the higher ups, way more, way higher than me, to figure that out. But what I can say is, look, the nostalgia factor is real right now. For when you look at to see what's being made right now, that feeling of that 90s tactile, you know, cartoon feel, that nostalgia, that Saturday morning, it's kind of coming back. So capitalize on that, especially with X-Men, right? Would kind of be a disservice to a window of like, hey, let's get in it. But to that point, it's not just nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. This show has something to say. And that's what I personally, as an artist and as a storyteller, appreciate. Because I feel as artists, it is our prerogative to look around the room who's seen and see who's not being recognized, and just, if you can,
Yeah.
and with that delicate balance, right? You don't ever want to hit people over the head too much, because then
You can lose them. Yeah.
you lose the very audience you're trying to gain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I love about this show. Talking points, man. Talking
Yeah.
points. It's,
Yeah.
we are so in a world where your side versus my side right now, and it's what happened to dialogue,
Mm.
and it's like, you know a lot of things are just based in trauma, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people's perceptions of other people or other things or stuff they don't know is based in trauma. How it's so easy to hate.
Mm.
So easy to hate. It's so easy to turn a blind eye in all aspects, right? My favorite line that Magneto says in this whole series is coexistence is messy.
Mm.
Written by Mayo, putting in the episode. And when he said that, I'm like, that is true in all aspects, and we all got to live on this earth. It's like, so yes, it is so easy to hate somebody. It's so easy to be intolerant on any side, but you get people to want to come over or to think differently when you want, and it gets hard, right? Especially with different points of view, when you want to be willing to understand where they are coming from, not to side with them, right? On any side, right?
Sure.
But I want to know where you're coming from, so I know how to talk and I know how to listen. Because at the end of the day, that's where true growth can come from. And that's what I love about X-Men. It does that.
Yeah.
The whole point of it is to just be able to talk and go, damn, I see my side in that, or I never saw it that way.
Yeah.
That's crazy, like, or anything in between. And that's just what I am, just as an artist and a storyteller, genuinely proud to be on, man. Really.
Well, listen, thank you so much for bringing this back. I am super, super excited to finish. Already seeing the first 3 episodes. My
Done.
heart's pounding. I'm in it. I'm hoping people faint a little less
Yeah. Well,
compared to, but
you won't be
thank
upset.
you.
You ain't gonna be upset. I can promise you that. And what I will say is these are our slowest episodes, my dude.
Love it. Thank you so much, Jake. I'm looking forward to more.
Thank you so much. Have a good one, man.
You too. If you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss out the next time I drop a video. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.